Here at Icey-Tek USA, we set out on a mission last fall to give back to those who understand what perseverance means. Every Friday for the next few months, we are releasing an episode of our mini-series, For Those Who Get It. Take a moment to share these stories on your timeline as well. Let's share some more positivity during these dynamic times. Enjoy the episode.
For those who get it.
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 For those who get it. Hi, my name is Donnie Davis. I'm the founder of Operation Safe Haven, where we provide hope for veterans and first responders. Here at Operation Safe Haven, we take non-traditional means to assist veterans and law enforcement with PTSD, depression, just the things that we struggle with every day. We do coaching with families, working on marriages. We provide service dogs, equine therapy. We have 287-acre park where vets can come and camp, fish, hike, hunt. We have a 65-acre stock lake where vets will come and whether it's fishing, again, kayaking, canoeing. But we just really are focused around the family unit and just here to support, veterans and law enforcement. What made me do this, being a vet and a cop myself, there's things they just, they don't prepare you for in the academy or in boot camp. And oftentimes when you're exiting those fields, that career field, or you're leaving that service, there's a void, there's an identity crisis, and we're here to help, that next stage of life. So a lot of programs around here. We're thankful that there are other programs for veterans, for homeless veterans, and those that are struggling. But unfortunately, and you'll understand this, that so many of those programs are located inner city. So whether you have Camden, you have Atlantic City, Philadelphia, a lot of them up in North Jersey. But guys, when they're getting their checks on the first, they're getting robbed on the second. That's just the system, because most of the vets aren't street thugs. That's not how they're thinking. So for us, it was like, I don't want to just take care of a vet. They're my brothers and sisters, but I really want to take care of them. So when you offer someone lakefront property for free, that's, I don't know what else I can do. That's just, so many people are like, hey, can we buy a piece of the land? We want to retire here. I'm like, nah, we give this away for free, sorry. It's just, that's what we're going to do. This is Zeus, my service dog. 8 years ago, I was prescribed Zeus by one of my doctors through the VA for PTSD, complex PTSD, major depressive disorder. We saw what Zeus could do as a service dog to help myself, staying away from all the medication that different pharmaceuticals want to feed you. So he's an alternative, to to assisting with PTSD and such. So he's just, we take that same program, that same mentality, again, whether it's nature, whether it's hunting, whether it's dogs, whether it's horses and equine therapy, and really try to impact, the vet's life or the cop's life without all the medication and becoming a zombie. I mean, we're really here for just the entire family. For some guys, there's just a drive, and men and women, there's just a drive where you want to make a difference. You want to change the world. You do want to protect and serve. You do want to defend the values of your nation. And then what happens after that? What happens when guys go through traumatic events and their life is changed forever? The homeless rate for veterans is just astronomical. It just blows my mind. The divorce rate on police departments, my department was 99%. Domestics, just things along those lines. It was just, you could see people's lives just falling apart at the seams, but they'd strap on that vest and smile and act like everything's okay and just, keep moving forward. We're here just to help with those pieces, especially when guys go through different events. When there's lines that are crossed in the line of duty, there's not a lot of people you can turn to. There's not a lot of people you can look in the eye and know that person's been there and has done that and has come out on the other end. And that's where the hope is found. The hope is, when talking, coaching, working through the issues, whatever it may be, or just being quiet in a stand, in the tree in the middle of the woods and just, being alone with your own thoughts. That's what we provide here. It's different, it's unique. But the results are tremendous. We've housed 12 guys, or men and women already, in our 3 tiny houses over the last 3 years. I remember handing the first keys. The guy did 5 tours, 4 in Iraq, 1 in Afghanistan. And a big guy, he's a gym rat, and special forces. And when I handed him his keys, this dude, he just started just breaking down crying. And he said, "Do I ever have to leave?" I was like, "No, you don't have to." And just for that one moment to just help another brother or sister, whether it's a vet or a cop, that makes it all worth it. We took an oath never to leave anybody behind. That's not just on the battlefield, and it's not just a cool slogan. That needs to be carried over in civilian life as well. We need to continue looking out for each other. One of the greatest things that causes that depression or the drama, is that lack of camaraderie. You're running with a fire team or a squad, and you're handling calls, and they call them battle buddies, foxhole friends, whatever, Eric. But what happens when the shift is over? What happens when you come back from your tour? There's a lot of uncertainties. There's a lot of questions, and you can't talk to anybody. You can't talk to someone in your department, or you Section 8 in the military, your department's going to take your badge and gun, and it's just, we needed to provide a place where vets and cops could just talk. They can just be, honest and say, "Man, look, I'm struggling," and I have these thoughts in my mind and suicide, whatever it may be, and not be afraid of, getting checked into a hospital. So we provide those types of services where we can just be with each other, be real, be honest, and find men and women that you can trust again and build that camaraderie. Even when we design the tiny houses, we're designing little communities throughout the entire property. The front doors will always face each other, but the back doors will face, or the bedroom windows in the back will face the door in the lake, the woods or the lake. So you have that privacy, but yet you still have that, that feeling of your platoon or your unit or your squad, and in a place where you belong. You have a place, you have purpose. Yeah, we have a garden up front. I'll show you. They actually have a couple gardens back here too. So these 2 houses are still occupied. This guy just moved out last week, so that's what I was doing a walkthrough. Hey, this drawer fell again. So, hey, you guys come here and see what houses look like. So this is one of our tiny houses, 300 square foot house, where vets can come and stay for free. Full bathroom, closet, bedroom, eating, kitchen, everything's provided for them at no cost. And when the vet leaves, they take everything with them. So if they're getting an apartment or a house, they don't have to spend the money and buy a tea kettle. It's just all that stuff goes with them, and then we just get brand new stuff, put it in for the next vet, and do the same thing again. And we've had, I think, 12 vets now in 4 years in all 3 houses. Really? Yeah, so the next one comes, it'll be number 13. So, yeah. Yeah, for those who are homeowners, imagine somebody paying your mortgage 1 month. Like what that would do, you're like, oh my God, the relief. You know, well, the same concept, just, you know, how can somebody get back on their feet if they're treading water their whole life? You know, give them a life vest. You know what I mean? Give them a rest for a minute and, you know, send them back out. Nobody signed up, raised their right hand, and said, hey, I want to be homeless. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, so, right, so I mean, yeah. That's it, yeah, so. And we do that as well. We have cleaners that will come in. We have people donating food all the time, meals made. It's pretty cool, man. So, and yeah, like I said, the windows always face the lake or the woods. The doors always face each other. Fire pit out front. So now they use that all the time, the fire pit. Just lives changed. You know, there's people we're working with now, you know, and just, yeah, seeing the wife smile, even because she hasn't smiled in you know, months or years because of, you know, the stuff the husband's bringing home and trying not to bring home, whether it's, you know, being a cop or a vet. And we just want to impact that family. You know, I know with my wife, as a father, when my children are sick, you know, I think any dad would feel the same way, like, you know, and you want to do anything to help your kid. You want your kid to feel better. You know, you'll even pray like, God, give me the pain or the sickness. It just, you know, help my child feel better. I know for me and my wife, sorry, shots fired, dude. Sorry. With my wife, you know, she's never been through battle. You know, she's never been deployed. She's never been shot at. You know, she's never had to discharge a firearm. You know what I mean? She's never, you know, taken a life. She's never done those certain things that change people forever. So, you know, for her, you know, she's patient. You know, she puts up with me. She deals with, you know, the issues that I have. But that's just not enough. So we take that, you know, based on the experiment, you know, the practice on me, and we take that and we just impact other people's lives. You know what I mean? Like it's starting with service dogs, starting with equine therapy, just being out in nature. You know, we bring the kids and go horseback riding and, you know, let the parents walk and talk with the kids and really just, you know, help, especially with the dad, just to process and, you know, get these things, you know, out. You know, we're taught to compartmentalize. We're taught to, you know, push these things down, you know, suck it up cupcake in boot camp, you know what I mean? And you just keep moving forward, you know, and you never ever have time just to actually decompress. For me, you know, after my 5 years, you know, active duty, then going right into the police department, you know what I mean? And never having time to actually say, hey, you know what? I went through some stuff, you know what I mean? And I need to, you know, to process this. So they give you a badge and a gun and put you back on the streets. And instead of Baghdad, now you're in DC. You know what I mean? And you're just rocking and rolling, man, and you just never stop, you know? Unfortunately with PTSD, you don't want to stop. You don't want to be alone with your thoughts, but how long can you really last? You know, now we have this 22 vets a day committing suicide. It's just, it's crazy. You have to make a difference, man. So, like I said, even if your time is up, your 20 years is up, and you know, it's not really up. If you took that oath, then be an oath keeper, man, and just watch each other's backs. Anyways, this will be the bathhouse, and then for all the tent sites, campers, and RVs out here, you know, this will help generate income for Operation Safe Haven as well. You know, right now, you know, tent sites and civilians, you know what I mean, having the bathhouse. Cherish the good times. You know, after a career of how many years, you know, the bad things always remind you. You know, they're always popping in your head. Those stories are always going, you know, and, you know, how about this? Remember this? You could have handled this call different. Yeah, I mean, or just whatever it may have been. Remember the good times, you know, the relationships, the friendships, guys you're, you know, doing push-ups with. You know what I mean? Like folding laundry with in boot camp, guys you're stationed with, guys you're doing tours with or TDY, guys on your squad, you know, that just remember those good times. Remember the people you actually did help. Yeah, I wish I would tell myself, don't think about all the calls and all the, you know, the homicides and rapes and child molestation. It's just all that, the world, you know what I mean? Remember that there were actually people that you did help. Because sometimes we forget those things.